So something that I wish to speak about in the fandom is misogyny that occurs in the fandom, and there's a lot of it. From people drooling over women in Discord calls to blatantly abusive messages to artists. I just want to say that I follow the baseline of this fandom. The fandom was created because people felt out of place in normal nerd culture, and then formed this group. But saying this, I believe that people should have the ability to oust and remove you from this fandom if your conduct is truly as despicable. If you challenge the fandom's equality, i.e. speaking hatefully on other races, sexes, genders, sexualities, because the fandom was made for everyone, but if you attempt to take your inner hatred out on anyone and blame anyone else for your despicable behaviour, I don't personally believe that you have a place in the fandom, but that's my opinion. But let's get into the topic of hand. We've seen a large rise in people coming forward about their horrific experiences with misogyny. For anyone who doesn't know what misogyny or misandry is, when a person has a burning hatred for the opposite sex, basically in the fandom this can be making the other sex feel like they don't belong due to comments made about them, i.e. people saying because you're a woman you don't deserve to be in the fandom, or it's just for guys, or vice versa. People say that certain characters shouldn't be drawn in a way because nobody likes to see girls or boys. This unfortunately is the fandom's male majority. This leads to a lot of horrible comments, predominantly against female artists or female furs with a large following. So let's get into the first issue I believe is causing this. So I can already tell the protogens who aren't over the age of 18 are frantically typing in the comment about how sex isn't the issue, but you don't have an opinion. You are not of age yet. You are the problem in another regard, but while I do believe people should be more sex positive, it should be between two people who are in an active relationship. What I'm talking about are the freaks who are 40 attempting to roleplay with 20-year-old artists, and when they get denied, they throw a hissy fit as if they're owed something by the artist or the individual. They don't owe you anything, mate. The second one is pretty classic, but people abusing artists for their gender or gender identity, i.e. this screenshot from a person named Jumanji. You're not welcome in this fandom. You know that 90% are guys. People like you are far from the minority. Please just delete your account. I don't want to see your content. Women aren't welcome in the fandom. I'm surprised you have the balls to put your pronouns in your biography. Please just leave. You gross me out. What is your problem? No. What's your problem thinking what you're doing is okay? What am I doing? I honestly don't know. This is honestly disgusting shit. And honestly, how can you be sane and tell someone that their body or biology grosses you out? This person who texted them is actually pathetic, and I'm kind of sad that the OP didn't show who the person was, because I believe this person should be dragged for this. If you can tell another human being or another patron of this fandom that you've done nothing wrong and that you don't belong here, that's absolutely vile. On the other side of this, I've seen a lot of distant accounts attacking trans people who speak out on TERF behavior, calling it misogyny. No, abusing TERFs is not misogyny. TERFs are disgusting human beings who are so self-obsessed and insecure in their own being that they can't include or stand up for some of the least privileged and marginalized groups on this earth. So abusing TERFs is a perfectly normal thing to do, and you should be proud of yourself for doing so. Why do I personally believe this? TERFs are normally stepped on people who reference 1884 medical studies and purposefully skew stories, in fact, to spread misinformation and to inform the gullible on their broken logic.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Unfortunately, women are a minority in the fandom, but that is slowly changing. For the longest time, it was a predominantly male fandom and was very homosexually dominated. In this small minority of men seem to build up a freakish belief that the furry fandom is only for men, which, by the way, if you didn't know, is fucking disgusting. To the point of where people will be mad at another man for drawing women and not exclusively being a gay porn artist. I thought I could trust you. However, you proved to be unreliable and that caused me emotional injury. It is sad that someone who does such beautiful things portray others with females. I feel sorry for you. This was posted by a male artist after they received that on for Affinity. So in this screenshot, as I mentioned, the male artist who predominantly draws male characters decided to draw a female who draw a more effeminate character. So this is how someone responds. This is on Fur Affinity, and Fur Affinity truly is a worse platform than Twitter. It allows filthy cunts to flourish, and it's once again why I believe why they need to block out names, because I normally include names so that people can be warned of these disgusting individuals. Something else I've noticed is a lot of male furries tend to rag on the fact women are making money through OnlyFans or other types of Subscribestar or whatever. Now, while I don't agree with people right out of high school making OnlyFans, but if you're a responsible adult and are making a choice to make an OnlyFans, here's bad Husky Eclipse. Why do women always asking for money for men? Wait, what? Why do women always asking? Oh my god, can they speak English? I don't think so. Why do women always asking for money for view their porn pics and videos when men posting there for free? Women never change, they love money. And then someone replies with, I mean, I've seen plenty of guys with OnlyFans, but okay. See, just because women have learned how to monetize their content, don't be jealous. If they can monetize your content, so can you. As we mentioned here, men have OnlyFans too. Eclipse is just the shittiest take on earth. The jealousy is unbelievable with this tweet. So my conclusion with this is that this disgusting people personally make someone in the fandom of their own gender or other gender feel uncomfortable in this community as welcoming as the fandom is. People shouldn't have to feel scared to talk about their own fandom. People who are quite large in the fandom, like Gerse, even having come out with these disgusting, you really put a bad name on an entire gender that already has a horrific reputation. And I'm not also saying that misandry doesn't happen, but it seems to be less documented. But once again, thank you very much for watching.